FU/FT is the number one secret when it comes to supersizing and building your business. Sharon Hornhouse from here. Welcome to day 111 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. And today our topic is actually an awesome topic and a secret weapon when it comes to improving your reputation, being consistent, reliable, dependable, all the things we want to be as we're leading, building, growing, and supersizing or scaling our business. Why is this important? Well, people trust people that they can depend on. People trust people that do what they say they're going to do. FU doesn't sound like what you think it is. It stands for follow up. FT doesn't stand for full-time equivalent or employee. It stands for follow through. Follow up and follow through are two of my secret weapons for my successful corporate career, as well as my success in over 27 different businesses and industries throughout my lifetime so far. I'm not done yet, of course, but throughout the things that I've done in the past and I'm doing right now. It is one of those things that I think we hear about and we learn about, but we totally disregard when it comes to actually following through and doing it. And I came up with a couple of strategies that helped me to solidify my reputation, to let people know that they could count on me, that I was dependable, that I did what I said I was going to do. And it really was as simple as that. If I said I was going to do something, that was my word. Your word is your bond. There's nothing more important than following through, doing what you say you're going to do, helping people when you can. So I had a trick for doing this. And this isn't the exact little blue notebooks that I used to carry around, but when I was in corporate America, especially in my later roles, I learned that I couldn't remember everything. And if I was going to be known and if I was going to do what I say I was going to do, I was probably going to have to write it down. Now, this is actually a little notebook from a coaching program I was in 2021 on core skills, no doubt. And I wanted to just show exactly what I do when I'm in a training nowadays. I use this in all areas of my aspects of my life. In my relationships, if I say I'm going to do something in my relationship, if I tell my daughter or my son I'm going to do something, I freaking write it down. And if it's something I am going to actually have to do or follow up on, I put one of these little square check boxes in front of it. And then I go through, and I used to do this every night before I would go home. I would check and see how many boxes weren't checked off. And they were the first things that went on my schedule for the following day in corporate America. I did the same in my businesses. What did I say I was going to do, and have I done it? And I would write it down so that I wouldn't forget. I would write down the commitment that I was making, the thing I said I would do, and by when, so that people knew when they saw me coming with my little blue notebook that if I said I was going to do something, they started running up to me and saying, Sharon, I need help with this. Sharon, I need you to do this. Sharon, what do you think of this? And then I didn't have to go seeking people out anymore, although I like to do that every day. And that's my favorite role that I use this the most in was working for a giant industrial bakery. And one of the things I would do every morning was I would walk my talk. I would go around and I would meet with each of the department heads and see them in their own environments, not in my environment or at our weekly department head meetings. I would go out and see and meet the people that were actually doing the jobs. And they quickly discovered that I was somebody that could be counted on. I ended up with a great reputation at that organization. And that's what we're striving for, right? We want to be known as somebody dependable, as somebody reliable. We want to be known as the go-to person for getting shit done in our business and in our life, because nobody else is going to do it for us, especially in our life. So that was my trick for doing it. So today I want you to think about, do you have a system for following up? It can be as simple as, I don't have a post-it note here, but I do have some 3x5 cards, as filling out on 3x5 cards. Everybody can carry a 3x5 card around with them and write on it what they need to follow up on. If you have great eyes and you can do it, you could do a checklist on your phone. I'm just going to tell you, this is one of the fastest, easiest ways to advance your career, to scale your business, because if you make a habit of it, everybody you come in contact with understands that you're consistent, reliable, dependable, can be counted on to do what you say you're going to do and follow through and follow up. And why it gives you a competitive advantage? I would say 97% of the people on this planet do not do that and do not have a system for doing it, or do not have a habit of doing it. And guess what? Once you get in the habit of it, it is so much easier than not doing it. Not following up, not doing what you say you're going to do. Because then people are coming at you and saying, well, you said you were going to do this by Tuesday. It's Friday. Why don't I have it yet? Things like that. Nobody likes those conversations. All right. Our action item today is to think about how good are you at following up and following through, and be brutally honest with yourself. If you do it 50% of the time, great. Means the 50% of the time you do it, you probably already have a way of doing it. How can you do more of that? If you don't do it at all, be honest and then ask yourself, what is it costing you? What is it costing me? What's the opportunity and the lost opportunities of me not being seen as reliable, dependable, consistent, can be counted on, do what I say I'm going to do, true to my word? It's huge, and it's all unspoken and hidden because mostly people aren't going to tell you that. They're not going to give you the feedback. Call to action. What are you going to do? Come up with a system right now, today. I already have mine. Mine is add a call to action to every single one of my videos. Why? Because I've made 9,900 and some videos, and maybe 10 of them have any sort of call to action on them, which is a huge missed opportunity, right? So guess what? My notebook has today in it with a little checkbox, call to action on all my videos. So what's my call to action today? My call to action today is, if you like this, watch tomorrow's video. You can join us every day. If you want to see it more often and on a regular basis, if you want to catch up on all of the days that we've had so far this year, just join our free school community. Supersize Your Business is the name of that community. If you'd like the link to that, put Supersize in the comments below. Go out, make an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. I don't even need a checkbox for that.